Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. and one thing I want to say: if you catch a cool shot on me presenting, send it to me on LinkedIn, please. I need some photos. Okay, I start. Hi everyone, I'm Miryang, and today I'll be talking about supercharging Kakao login on Supabase. It's great to be here. I'm a developer who uses Supabase a lot. When I was invited to give this talk, uh, I hesitated. It's been a while since I made that contribution, and I wasn't sure what. Oh, I wasn't sure what would be most helpful to share. Then I realized it might be valuable to walk you through how one small pain point I had with Superbase turned into a real open source contribution. So today I'll share that end-to-end journey as a story, and feel free to keep it right and enjoy. Uh, Let me brief introduce myself. My name is Miryang Jung, and you can call me Ria. And I'm a front engineer at grandeclip. I like traveling, and these days I do boxing and squashy. And when you have a moment, please visit my blog and sign the guest book. Uh, Many of you here, as a developers, have probably felt this at least once. You use a great open source like Superbase, but for one feature, you wish you could adjust it a bit. For me, that moment was Kakao login on Superbase in a mobile app. Superbase already had a built-in feature called sign in with OS for login, and on the web, it worked perfectly. Oh. Good sound. But when I tried it in a mobile app, a problem showed up. Instead of going straight to the KakaoTalk app, a web view opened inside the app and asked for a ID and password. That's where my real thinking began. On mobile, users expect a simple flow. Tap login, the app open, confirm with one tap, then return to the original app. But the built-in sign it with OS flow in Superbase didn't support that on mobile. It opened the web view inside the app and asked the user to type an ID and password. Actually, these days, many people don't remember them. If auto login isn't on, even I hit forgot password. So this wasn't just a small hassle. It broke the login and could make more users leave during the flow. It felt like a disconnected experience. As a developer, using the native SK might fix it, but there was no standard way to pass the result back to Superbase, so we couldn't use it well. Back when I built that service, we noticed that far more people were signing up with Kakao social login than with email login. I wanted to give users a smoother sign up and sign in flow, so I decided to contribute to Superbase and try to fix it. To deliver this smooth Kakao login, we needed OpenID Connect, YDC. As Gemini explained, YDC is not new. It's as a standard sign-in layer on top of OS 2.0, which many of us already use. A simple way to think about it, OS 2.0 is like lending a key for a short time so an app can open your safe, your data. YDC is like showing your ID card or ID token to prove who you are. From a developer view, signing with OAuth is easy. Just one line of code, but it's hard to customize because Supabase handles the whole flow and you can step in during the process. Instead, with YD space, signing with ID token, you do a bit more work. On the server, you use an auth code to get an ID token. And in the app, you add the native SDK. The result is that you can use the right SDK for each platform and have more control to match your business logic. Once I knew what to contribute, it was time to write code. For open source work, I think the best start is not to dive in blind, but to read the code that already works. This matters even more for me because I don't know Golang well, and I was new to our server because I'm a front engineer. So I opened the Supabase server repository and studied the code for other providers that already support YDC, like Google, Apple, and Azure. Each provider had pull requests from past contributors, so I spent a few days just reading code. Those files were like blueprint. They show me which interface to implement, which settings were needed, and how the whole system fit together. To be honest, the language and code were not familiar, and I worried that someone else might contribute first. I'm very worried. After I understood Supabase code structure, it was time to run Kakao service. I read the developer docs very carefully and pick out the values needed to build a Supabase provider. Why this is the standard, but each provider has more difference, for example, required parameters or the endpoint URLs. I brought a small part of the pull request I submitted. The YDC ID token used the standard format, but the user info inside can be a bit different for each service. For Kakao, we need code that map things like the nickname and profile image to the right field in the Supabase user. I wrote a function called parse Kakao ID token, and here is the code. So I added Kakao to the YDC list that Supabase supports, start to local server and test. I only had one Kakao account, so I couldn't try many cases in test. That was the hardest part for me. The good news is the Supabase team internal test also passed and the PR got merged. By the way, I'm really curious how people who build account feature do testing. It's still hard for me to test all the edge case in real life. And let me share a quick proud moment. After I sent that pull request, I saw a maintainer reply on a similar issue. Please tag Miryang's great PR. I was so happy. I almost jumped out on my chair. That moment let me really feel the joy and reward of contributing to the community. And I heard this is being recorded. The Supabase maintainers are very kind, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you. You are listening? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Later, I was asked to add this topic to the docs so I could contribute to the docs as well. I already knew the basic from local test and I had code, so I thought it would be easy. But this was not a translation edit I knew well. It was a new chapter. I had to match the existing docs, the look and feel, the tone, and example code and structure. There were many small details to watch. It was also my first time writing docs in English, so it was very hard. Still, seeing the new chapter I wrote go live made me really happy. Now, what was the result of this whole journey? This slide said it all. On the left is the web view login screen every user had to deal with before this feature existed. On the right is the platform optimized sign-in flow that, thanks to my contribution, developers can now give to their users. This change made a big impact in the real world. In our service, new user sign up increased by 80%. And what started as a small wish on my side has, I believe, helped many developers in Korea who use Supabase and Kakao to login. It looks like many people were waiting for this picture. I say that because I got about 15 emails and DMs asking how to use it. Really. Because of that, I wrote 2 more posts on my blog to explain the step. I didn't mind at all. I felt great to think that my code is now part of Supabase, which so many developers around the world use. More than the tech growth, this taught me the joy and reward of giving back to the community. And thanks for listening to my long story. Not the end. I need to say my closing meant. Okay. Before I close, let me share a few things I learned from this experience. Supabase is open source, and the big win is that we can fix pain points and add what we need by contributing. First, don't make it too big in your head. The small pain you feel while coding can be the best starting point for an open source contribution. Second, read a lot before you write code. It helps you understand the project's goals and how things fit. And finally, talk with the community and grow together. I hope you try that. You can be a great contributor for someone too, like me. Thank you.
Whoa. Thank you so much. Can you use this mic? I think this one is a lot of echo. Can you try it?
Try?
Well, any question? Yeah. Whoa. Okay, gotta be far. Good stuff. Wow, that's really loud. When's the Naver login coming?
Sorry, I can't understand.
Naver?
Neighbor.
Next
Sorry.
one. Next. No?
Sorry.
That was it. Yeah.
Good to see you. I was the person who pushed the initial Kakao pull request. I also had the same annoyance, and it was also my first time learning Golang. I was just want to ask, what was your first impression of Golang as a person who was learning frontend? 고랭의 첫인상이 어땠어요?
Okay. I didn't understand the tab Indent? Yeah. Weird. I love TypeScript and Rescript. 저 탭이 너무 많은 게 이상해요. Let me free.
And yeah, well, you have to. There's more people than usual. I'm doing a marathon. There you go.
How hard was it to navigate the OIDC docs for Kakao Talk? Like, were the resources understandable to you? Because when I previously tried to implement OAuth or OIDC myself, it was kind of complicated.
Just a moment. Actually, I've been reading the KakaoTalk OIDC docs for like 3 days. Yeah.
I see. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay.
Hi, so I saw that you already made an issue that like the label is a bit confusing, right? Yeah. We actually had exactly that issue a month ago. Maybe, I don't know, is anyone from Supabase here? If so, can we ask when that is getting merged? Because Miryang here has made this fantastic integration, but the PR has been open since November and it hasn't been merged. So that would be awesome.
I hope that can merge it too. Please listen.
I will talk to them about that.
Hi, my name is Jin, and I want to ask you about how many days you spent to this project.
Almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Any other questions? No? Maybe I have one last question. What would be your next contribution to the Supabase code base? Is there anything right now that you want to do or improve?
No. Sorry.
Already perfect? It is perfect?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Big round of applause.